Hello my dear students, in this video I'm going to give an overview for Unit 3, Borrowing, Credit and Loans. We have two learning goals in Unit 3. The first one is to identify the methods to obtain credit reports, improve your credit score, and defend against identity theft. Second one is to identify the wise debt management practice and compare or contrast debt alternatives. The first thing we talked in this unit is credit. You need to know what makes your creditors be willing to lend you money. A good credit history can help you borrow for your major purchase and investments, such as purchasing a car or a house, or even starting a business with a business loan. Also, the bank is willing to lend you money at a lower interest rate if you have a good credit. That is because they believe a person with good credit always pays his or her debt, which means there is less risk associated with lending money to you. A good credit also helps you to get a job, because it is not uncommon that employers check their job interviewees' credit score. Do not forget that I'm offering an extra credit opportunity for credit report. Your credit scores depends on your payment history, the amount you owed, the length of your credit history, the new credit you recently tried to obtain, and the type of credit you have. People with the highest credit scores are those who have the best payment history, the least amount owed, the least new credit, the longest credit history, and the most type of credit. Most of these credit factors are quite straightforward, except for the last one, types of credit. Here, the types of credits refer to things like credit cards, automobile loans, house mortgages, and etc. The more type of credits you have, the higher credit score you will have. That is because typically, a person with more type of credits knows how to handle that. You need to know how to improve your credit scores and what will reduce your credit score. Also remember that an identity theft can possibly hurt your credit. Therefore, you also need to know how to handle with ID theft. Then we move into credit cards. There are pros and cons for credit card. The good thing about credit cards is that you can use it to book a room in a hotel or rent a car. You can also use credit card to cover short-term emergency costs. Credit card is very convenient. You can buy things before you pay for them. There is no interest if you can make payment in full each month. Many credit cards also come with features like free service and cashbacks. The downside of credit card is that it is too easy to overspend your money using credit card. And unfortunately, the interest rate of a credit card is sky high as compared with other sources of debt. With that being said, you also need to know how to do your TVN calculation and make sure you know whether you can afford the repayment and the interest costs. The last thing I want to talk about in this video is student loans. We studied Stanford loans, student and parents plus loans, Perkins loans, and private student loans in this unit. We learned how these student loans differed from each other, specifically in terms of qualification, interest cost, and repayment. Make sure you understand the difference between subsidized and unsubsidized loans. We also learned how to make repayment towards these student loans. You have different repayment plans, and also you have grace period, deferment, and forbearance. Remember that even though a forbearance does post your payment, it does not post your interest. This ends the Unit 3 overview. Please feel free to ask and discuss questions in the unit discussion board and online discussion. As always, you can also reach me during my office hours. Have a good one, and I will see you soon in Unit 4.